Alright, we're back on
We'll let you
recording
know.
now. Because, thank God. So, little recap for myself whenever I watch this. We did the intro, normal, and then the computer crashed. Nothing major happened. So, yeah. Back to this.
So,
Because I'm the
did
major thing that watches this.
did the dwarf reach Frith yet?
Yes, a few dwarfs do. As you hear a knock on your door and you see about 6 dwarven guards, uh, looking at you.
I smile really brightly at them and I go, "Hello, good day, sirs. How are you?
Well, you're Frith?
Would you like to buy some trinkets?"
No.
And yes, of course I am Frith. I am Frith. It is a pleasure to meet you. How do you know my name, good sir?
Well, we got done talking to your elf friend, and,
Oh, you mean Bastard. Yeah, he's a really great guy, isn't he?
sure. Well, we've come to tell you that one of your friends is dead.
Well, that's unfortunate. Was
Yeah,
it the Goliath, or was it Angel?
I'm guessing the angel, the the cleric looking lady.
Yeah, that's Raven. That is unfortunate. Where are they? Where are they right now?
Well, I was asked to bring it to him. They're at the Temple of a Raven Queen, so
Thank you.
yeah, full
And
loss.
I give each of the dwarves one of my trinkets.
Thank you.
So there's 6 dwarves.
Yes, there are 6 dwarves.
So I
7
only
trinkets.
have 10 trinkets left.
All right, and you follow them. They lead you to the temple. At this point, the priest has gathered Sariel and carried her over to a pedestal, de-armored her, placing all of her weapons and armor to the side.
And stuff.
And stuff.
I'm guessing they would have found the vials of holy and unholy water.
Yep.
One to each leg.
They would keep all that away from everything, just like more or less moving it to a back room while they
Okay,
prepared
is
the
Frith
body.
there yet?
It would take Frith a while. It took the guards about
She's running.
15 minutes. Well, you don't know where
She
they
is-
are.
I know. She's just like getting one of the doors to like, come on, hurry up! And she's just like
You're
trying
telling
to. She's moved.
you're telling dwarves in full plate mail. Come on, hurry!
Actually, she just asks. She just asks for directions, and then can I use insight in order to make sure I don't get lost?
It'd probably just be faster for you to just let them lead you there.
Well, you can roll. It's not really insight. Roll survival to get your way through the city. They give you directions. Just yeah. You do it. You run. You're
And I use 1 point of luck.
smart. You run, and you run. You get lost a little bit, but you're able to find your way back onto the trail and to get back to the church. You get there maybe 5 minutes before the guards get there. And just, all right, you did make it. So we'll be back on
Okay,
patrol.
so I head inside.
Yep. Heading inside, you see Bjorn, which is just standing. Not really the most comfortable in this place. You see Zeroth, just watching as priests of the Raven Queen ready Sariel's body. They haven't completely declothed her, but
Does she still have her necklace on?
she does. Well, she has any holy symbol of the Raven Queen, excluding the armor. So.
Okay. I would
So
like to
the
go up.
Raven-
I'd like. I would.
The Raven, real quick about the necklace. I'm trying to put this up. The Raven skull is on top of the medallion to the Raven Queen. It's basically, and because it's a Raven skull, she wove it in with her.
It's not a raven skull. It's a mouse skull with a raven. It's like mixed of wood and bone, and it's like a mouse skull trapped in these wrapping vines of wood with a raven with a crown on top.
Okay, well, that is will be woven in with her medallion to the Raven Queen.
Okay. So then, yes, it's still on. They wouldn't take off
Okay.
a Raven Queen medallion. So
Do I see her stuff?
no, they, as said before, Zeroth seen them take it all and move into a back room.
Yep, you guys
Okay,
just
I'd like
donated
to
that
go-
to the temple.
Oh no,
Actually,
they know
I'd
who
like
you
to go
are,
up.
so
I'd like to go up to one of the clerics and just say, excuse me,
yes.
is someone who isn't working on
Uh,
Serial at the moment?
There are
I
about
just,
2 that are walking around doing minor tasks.
and I just like to say, I was just wondering, this is a very unfortunate circumstance, but before the deceased died, they were holding on to something of mine for luck. I was just wondering if I could get it back.
And what was that?
It's actually woven in on top of her necklace. She's currently wearing it. It's, the skull with the bone feathers.
We can get that out, and they'll walk away from you and undo it slowly, like very slowly, making sure nothing happens to the symbol of the Raven Queen. Just-
DM,
Yes.
can I describe the preparations for her body?
You don't need to. They're
Well, I was gonna. They would probably undress her though and take a cloth and start washing the body down.
oh yes, they'll do that in private, not in public.
Well, I mean like the face and such first. though.
Oh yes, but that they do that, or that's more or less what they do for everyone. It's just right now they're doing the minor showing of the preparation for the burial for friends, and then they'll move her out. But yes,
Into the catacombs.
more or less, yep. Or they'll cremate you. They don't know which one they'll do yet. They'll have to get in touch with your father, because they got a call more or less from your papa whenever Zeroth sent that message. He called every single church in Nemro. Just like, he got lucky. But they do get that piece of the necklace for you.
I take it and I say thank you.
They nod. No major problem.
And Frith is just gonna go find a nice corner and just sit down and do something she's never done before. She's just gonna quietly say, she's just gonna pray to the Raven Queen, just kind of go, hey, I know you probably hate me. I mean, a lot of people don't like me, but I just kind of want to know if Serial's, like, happy. I don't really want to know what happens when you're dead. That kind of takes the fun out of it, but just want to make sure she's good.
Roll religion.
Okay, then.
It's the
I can't find religion. Give me a second. Here it is.
you hear nothing.
I just like to use my last luck point.
You hear nothing.
Okay. I shrug, not really expecting much else. And I just had to just sit there and I just put the necklace on.
All right. So, as preparations get underway, they do end up moving Sariel into deeper into the church where no one can follow. And that is it. You do not see Sariel's body. If you inquire about it, they say that they're still preparing and waiting for information how to completely finish the body.
Frith is gonna see if she can find out where Serial's stuff is.
It has been moved into a back room for collection
I regret
of her
nothing.
father.
progress.
I would like to sneak into that back room,
Sure,
please.
you could try. Go ahead and roll stealth.
I'm gonna get you.
And since it didn't really matter, can I just say I didn't use my luck point and I just
No,
use
that's
it now?
not how that works. No, that's not how that works. You roll a natural one and you are caught instantly.
Is it weird to say I actually had an idea of how my character will prepare funeral proceedings? Like the entire fucking process?
Right now, it's not really up to you. It's up to your
I
father.
know. Oh, I meant like if a player character had died and my character lived and I couldn't resurrect them for whatever reason, I would have had an entire funeral proceeding. I had the entire, like, the washing of the body and the purification of the shroud. All that shit.
You'll probably.
So yeah, Frith gets caught immediately.
Yeah, they stop you and they throw you out of the church for trying to reach their storeroom.
I'll just say, I was just looking for the bathroom.
No. No. There's clearly a sign right there.
Is that same dwarf guy that told us he would be in contact? Is he still there?
No, he is not there. He went almost immediately to, once getting the guards to take you to the, church, he more or less went back to the castle.
I'm assuming he knows where we are, right? So he'll let us know when we can see the.
Well, you already know that. It's like a few days now. I think, we decided on like a week.
It was like 3 days. I thought it was like 3 days.
3 days, yes. So 3 days. It hasn't been.
And he said he was going to put in a good word, maybe get us there quicker.
Well, put in a good word. Won't get you there quicker. We'll just give you a little bit more.
Of an advantage on my charisma check to convince him.
Maybe.
Since Frith got thrown out of the church, she spends this time trying to sell the rest of her trinkets.
Yeah, Zeroth was outside, sees her getting thrown out, and just face.
Yeah, I try to.
Go ahead and roll a performance.
Performance?
Yep.
I sell the rest of my 10 trinkets, apparently.
Yep. So you make 10 gold.
And it's lovely to see you guys all broken up about my character death.
Frith is broken up. She just doesn't, show it outwardly.
I was just being a smartass.
Zeroth cares. He's not very good at hiding it, so yeah.
So, yeah, I sell the rest of my stuff, and I just kind of just sit there on the temple door, and I go, well, this sucks.
Indeed it does.
Bjorn
Well, I
walks
suggest...
out. I'm gonna go to the hospital.
Wait,
Zeroth...
Bjorn, before you go, I made you a good luck charm.
Alright.
I made it actually a couple days ago, but then you wandered off, and then we went to the inn, and then all kinds of stuff happened, and it was really weird.
Alright. Well, what is it?
Well, I just thought that I got bored one day, so I kind of did this, and I just present him with the necklace, because like I did with for Sariel and Zeroth, which is this. And I rolled a 22 on that, and it's a masterpiece. It is considered a masterpiece.
Oh, damn.
Alright. It has been added to his character sheet.
I'm hoping it'll make you feel better. I made one for Sariel too. It was supposed to bring good luck, but it obviously didn't. But maybe yours will work better.
Oh. As he walks away.
Yeah, as when he said he was going to a hospital, Zeroth slowly looks down at all the blood, the dried up blood, because he only has 1 hit point. He was kind of on an adrenaline surge. He totally forgot.
Frith just looks over at him, and she just tries to patch him up as best she can before taking him to the hospital too.
What is it called? Medicine? Medicine here, right?
Yes.
Alright, the child.
What is this?
You know, I actually have proficiency in medicine, right?
That's good. You are able to patch up most of his bleeding. He doesn't gain any HP, but
I mean, hey,
yeah, he's
Better
not
than
bleeding anymore.
You're not gonna die from bleeding out.
thank
And you take him to the hospital. It takes
Yes.
everyone about a day. Bjorn, for some reason, just stays in the hospital. Like,
He's-
I kinda like it here.
It's suppression.
Depression. Yep. I kinda like it here, all in all. It's nice, they got good food. So I think they'll stay.
Serial just rolls her eyes at him and just goes,
Sariel.
Sorry, El.
not Serial.
Sariel.
Sorry.
What? She's
Sariel's
back.
back. A zombie!
Yeah.
Okay.
No, they probably would have cast ceremony or something to prevent me from turning.
Oh yeah, the under crypts of the Raven Queen are enchanted enough to where you will not become a
So
zombie.
yeah, Frith just offers to take Zeroff out for a drink,
Oh yay.
and she just kind of sits down and she pays the bartender. How much gold would it be for a cheap drink?
Cheap drink, a silver. For both
Okay,
of you.
so she puts 2 silvers down.
How long does the hospital trip take?
Not long. It takes them maybe about a day for you to get all healed up.
Oh, so
So,
should
yeah,
I roll my
Frith-
important dice again?
No, you don't need to.
Okay.
Unless
Okay.
you, like... Because
Okay.
technically, you rolled them for that day.
Yeah, I
So-
understand. I just didn't know if it counted as a long rest.
It does,
So,
but in
yeah.
the sense of, you got that roll was for that day, this day.
Yeah, I understand.
Because you forgot to do it
Put
last
my
day.
hit points back up.
Yeah, your hit points are all back up. Everyone's happy. Bjorn
Spells,
stays because
spells.
the food's nice.
So yeah, Frith takes Zeroff out for a drink, and she just like puts 2 silver down, and she just starts drinking and go. So, today sucked. I
Yeah.
sold my trinkets, so it doesn't suck for me, but it certainly sucks for Serial, because she's dead. Serial's easy because she's a cleric, so you kind of know what she wants when she dies. You just have to take her to like a church of her like deity, and then she's all set. But I don't have a deity, and I don't know what yours is, so we're both kind of screwed.
I don't have one.
Oh, you do now. A deep down voice in your head says, "What will you do now?"
So, how do you want to be buried? Because there's a lot of superstitions in my city, and Master Erlich taught me a lot of superstitions. So, yeah, there's a
don't-
couple things I want if I die.
I don't plan on dying.
Mr. Spitlick?
Ev-
Who thinks anybody
Ever?
gets that reference?
Ever.
Well, you don't exactly get to choose whether you die or not. You just
Same.
kind of do. Sometimes you're lucky, and sometimes you're lucky, and there's like someone who's like really weird and can bring you back from the dead. It's like there's perma dead, and then there's not quite dead. And apparently, Serial is not quite dead, and she's dead, but she could have been like kind of dead at one point, and then brought back. I don't know how it works. But you don't get to choose when you die. That's just how it happens. So, yeah. And she just takes another huge sip of her, like, drink. So, again, I'm gonna ask, what do you want to do when you die? Because, honestly, we're kinda screwed.
Well, supposing I do end up dying. He's not actually drunk. He's talking. He's drunk because it's a mix of depression and alcohol. Just figured I'd point that out. I don't plan on. I donate my body to science, probably. I don't.
Magical research.
Yeah, magic. Some. I my family doesn't shit about race.
Mm-mm. Frith just leans back in her chair and says, there is actually quite a few superstitions where I'm from. For example, you're supposed to put a silver under the tongue of the dead in order to pay for their travel into the afterlife. Or else they're just going to be stuck on this place for like 1,000 years or something, and then they'll finally be able to move on. But they have to wait a really long time otherwise. And you're also supposed to cover their eyes, so that way their soul can't get back in their body. It's weird, but I kind of like that to happen if I die.
I just want to die.
And Serial just keeps drinking her drink. And I should probably make a constitution check to see if she's drunk or not.
You were just fucking taking a knife and just stabbing it in the wound over and over.
You keep on saying sorry, El.
I love
So yeah, I'm just gonna make a constitution check to see if she's drunk or not.
Alright. No, you're not drunk.
I'm not drunk.
At most, you're buzzed, but far from drunk.
Yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
sipping
well.
my drink and I'm just like, but yeah, let's make an agreement. If I die and you don't, just blindfold me and put a silver under my tongue before you bury me, that'd be nice.
Zeroth is very much buzzed.
it. I'm very much drunk.
And
Yes, you're buzzed.
And if you die and I don't, I'll try to take you to some magical research facility or something. I don't really know.
Oh, thanks.
You're not drunk, you're buzzed. You're very
Thank
buzzed.
you so much
You're,
for that.
I'm not sure what Bjorn wants to have happen. I probably would have to find
Probably-
some occultists or something.
Doesn't he-
For his god.
Doesn't he worship that god Asmodeus or something like that?
Yeah, he's pretty. Yeah, he does. His entire family does, I think. He has, like, a ton of siblings. The reason he's here, though, is because he lost one and he's trying to find them.
Oh,
Yeah, his sister or brother, maybe. I can't remember. He has a lot of siblings.
I'm an only child, so
I'll keep on talking, I'll be right back.
My mom only had me. She was not a nice person at all. Neither was the neighbors. They didn't really like the fact that I wasn't all halfling, just like half halfling. That's a funny thing to say. But yeah. Bjorn's nice once you get to know him, though. He's very honorable. It's just his honor is it's just his morals are different than anyone else's.
oh,
Yeah, he's kind of the opinion that God, he's a follower of, yeah, he views his God as a punisher of sinners. And anyone who punishes, tortures, or just makes life hell for sinners is good. Kind of why he likes me.
God's great for me.
He kind of likes me because I do that, so he kind of, like, adopted me as honorary clan or something. Yeah. He's
Wow.
nice.
I'm
He's
gonna,
like,
I'm gonna go to bed because I have a headache,
yeah.
tired, and a sore. So,
Okay, I'm gonna go and wander the streets for a bit. And then pass out somewhere, probably. Bye, Zeroth.
see you.
And Frith just wanders the streets for a bit.
Alright, back.
So DM Frith is currently wandering the streets at night, slightly
And
buzzed.
Zeroth
Zeroth, what?
went to
Zeroth went to bed.
Okay. And you're wandering
And-
the streets?
And I would like to see if I can find any animals. Maybe a raven. Who knows? Or a rat.
Raven, very unlikely. Rat, more likely. Just roll Perception. You'll find a rat.
And I'm just gonna just sit there and I'm gonna just try to get it to like me.
Roll the animal one. The animal skill. It doesn't mind you.
Here, rat, 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 rat. And I'm just trying, and I try to pick it up.
It does not accept the picking of up. So it tries
Okay.
to nip you.
I'm a rogue, right? Is there a way for me to, like, halfling nimbleness? No, that's different.
I'm not gonna roll the attack. It just bites your finger. It's like, eh.
Okay. I just shrug and go, yeah, that's
I'm
fair.
just imagining it doesn't even draw blood. It's just like, eh.
She just shrugs and goes, that's fair.
It runs back away. So, yep. But you are,
So-
whenever walking
so sh-
through. You
So
do-
yeah, she wanders for a bit, just keeps an eye out for anything suspicious, and then she heads back to the inn.
you do come across someone. A halfling man. Just walking the streets.
And I just say to him in halfling, evening.
Good evening. How you doing?
I'm doing fairly well, sir. It's just been a very tiring day. One of my friends have recently passed.
Well, that's not good. How'd the pass?
Could you possibly get
she
a
was-
tiny bit closer to your mic? Sorry.
I just look at the moon and it just said, she was a warrior and she died in battle.
Oh, then, that is a sad fact.
I nod and I say, yeah, but I'm not pitying her, actually. You should pity the living, not the dead. They get to like live it up, I suppose.
Oh, you're
I'd like
not
to
wrong.
insight check him.
Insight check. Go ahead and insight check it. You could tell his voice isn't natural. He's hiding
tell
something
he's-
behind his voice.
Can I just look at him really closely to see if I can see if it's an illusion or something?
Don't see an illusion. No matter what you roll, you won't see an illusion. It's just his voice is a little off.
I know goblin. Can I tell if it's a kind of a goblin accent in there?
A sly little goblin. Just a little bit.
Oh, I know what it is.
I just
Okay.
look at him and I just switch to goblin. I say, yeah, well, life sucks.
Back into goblin. Yeah, you're right.
Yep, that motherfucker.
But hey, life's fun. You get to torture people, drink, dance. It's pretty great.
I don't know about the torture, but the drinking and the dancing, I'm a fan of.
Yeah. Wanna get a drink?
Yeah, sure, why not?
And I take him to the inn and I buy him a drink and get myself and I don't buy and I just get myself a water because I'm already buzzed.
Alright. He drinks.
So I switch to halfling again. So what's a goblin doing this far out?
Well, I travel about. I stick to where a lot of my business partners lie. But
I nod.
I mainly stay. I used to stay in the Uglan Empire.
I'm an Uglin resident myself personally,
Ah,
until recently, and I just take another sip of my water.
yeah, the Uglan Empire don't seem like it's doing so well. So you might be a conclave, or an Astrago, or
Well-
an Ethar member of society in the near future.
Or I could just be a wanderer.
That also.
Go where there's work. And I just take another sip of my water.
If you're looking
So
for
what
work,
exact?
there's a lot of work you could do. So you can consider me an informant of sort.
I just reach out and I say, My name is Frith, the assistant torturer.
Name's Killer.
Pleasure to meet ya. And I'm just gonna switch the fees camps. I'm just gonna say, so, what side of the law is your business on?
What do you think? I'm a goblin. It kinda narrows it down to a few very things.
So thieves can't. Do you use Johnny Two Knives, DM?
In the sense you're speaking common, but in different phrases, yes.
Yeah, because you're like, so, is your business on the up and up? Which is Johnny Two Knives phrase to saying, is it legal or illegal?
It's not on
Sorry.
the up and up. Far from it.
I nod. Makes sense.
But
So,
if you don't have
Have
any
you ever heard of-
problems, I got plenty of things.
I nod and I just say, yeah, well, I'm traveling around. But I might take you up on that offer. Me and my group are currently out of business. We had a job, but we unfortunately lost our main ticket.
Well, most of my jobs, they pay pretty well. Pay pretty well.
Is there any way for me to contact you? We're gonna be moving pretty soon.
Well, if you're ever in the area, if you go to this, the Shimmering Vale. Have you ever been to Blackmore?
Shimmering Vale, huh?
Are you motherfucker? You dick.
And how do you spell his name?
Kila. It's an NPC art reference.
K what?
Kila. You've met this character once before, but as a different NPC. Or as a different character.
I know. Day frickin' hated him. But I'm not Day.
I like how my character didn't really give a damn.
DM, can you send me the information I've noticed about him?
Well, literally, check NPC art reference. It's everything.
Shimmering Vale, huh?
The Shimmering Vale in Blackmore. There's a mansion. You got a map on you.
No, but I could probably draw one quick. And
Damn it.
can
Yeah.
I just try to draw a quick map?
Yeah, you can draw a quick map of the Shimmering Vale. Roll,
Sleight of hand?
yeah, sleight of hand. Sure, why not? You draw a fairly accurate map. He'll pinpoint right here.
Wanna do that again, Mr. DM? Yep. Mm-hmm.
Right there. There's a mansion there. I do a lot of my business there.
Oh, fuck off.
A lot of good folk.
Anything
That's
I need to
okay.
say in order to make sure they know that I'm a friend?
Not really. Just don't shoot them. And don't be prejudiced against people that worship new gods.
I shrug and I say, I'm pretty friendly with a lot of people. And I say in goblins, and then I switch to orcish and I say, and orcs alike.
Ah, damn, you'll fit in well then. You'll fit in real well. And they're the big players, so you talk to them, you'll get all the good information. All the good
I nod.
jobs.
I nod. Well, thanks for the information.
And thank you for the drink. I better get back to doing what I love.
See ya.
Toodaloo.
And before he leaves, I'm just going to give him a sinew a bracelet of sinew with a couple of bone beads on it.
What the heck? Thank you, doll. This is very much beautiful.
I shrug. Torture profession, carver by trade.
I said you could.
And I And I just wave and I head up to my room.
Alright. I rolled to see what
And-
NPC you'll come across, and I'm happy that you ran across Killa.
Okay.
Oh, man.
DM,
Yeah.
since I did an insight on him, can I have the information that I noticed about him?
The only thing that you
Including...
you noticed he was completely halfling for being a goblin, which really put you off. So you would suspect you do know spells enough. You would say the alter form spell or alter self, which changes the body entirely. There is no illusion. It is you. It's a pretty nifty spell. So you don't learn anything about Killa. You just know that he's a halfling. Due to him.
But I know that...
Go on.
But I know that... But I do know he's probably goblin by birth because of his accent, correct?
Oh yeah, 100%. You know that.
Okay.
Alright, and the days fly by. Within the next 2
Frith.
days, is there anything that you all want to do?
Frith is gonna make some more trinkets and sell them and pickpocket people.
Roll what you use to make them.
Wood
Before-
carving tools.
Roll that. Then they're fairly average.
So I sell them for less than I normally would, which is like 2 silver.
Alright. Roll performance. You saw all of them, so I'd say you probably end up making about 10. So you'll make about 2 golds worth.
Okay. And I try to pickpocket people for their change.
Alright, roll sleight of hand.
And since I had a rest, I'm going to use one of my luck points.
Smart. So you'll end up getting about 10 gold.
Oh, since we had a rest, you want me to roll it again?
Yes, you can roll portent.
Oh, fuck yeah.
And what does Zeroth do?
Zeroth is going to wander around just for the hell of it. He wants to explore this place. You know, he's gonna go into the area where we find a lot of the tinkers and whatnot. Maybe.
Oh, also, Day is going to head to a store and see if she can find a potioneer's kit.
An alchemist kit?
Mm-hmm.
Probably find one. I don't remember how much they're worth, but you can buy one.
For how much?
I don't remember.
Just, you're the DM, just, like, ball it.
900 gold pieces.
That's a lot.
I know.
That's, like, even more than a bag of holding, so no.
No, it's not. Far from it.
I checked the price on a bag of holding, it's about 500 gold maximum.
No, not in this game. Not in this world.
In this world, it's like 4,000.
I use realistic prices.
Okay.
50 gold pieces.
Frith just eyes it, and then she just goes back to selling her trinkets for again. She makes some more and keeps selling them throughout
Well,
the
no.
day and keeps pickpocketing people.
That's what happened. That's what your rolls were for. It was for the days. The 2 days of
Okay.
waiting.
But yeah, that's it. That's all Frith does, besides maybe drinking and trying to seduce someone.
Good to know. What does your character do, Zeroth?
Zeroth goes over into like maybe the district of Nemro where a lot of the gnomes are. If
Alright.
that's such an area.
There is.
Okay. He just kind of wanders around. He's always been interested in the other side of science and magic. The tinkers. Just kind of wander around. Maybe look at some of the Warforged, so I'm assuming that's where they're made.
You'll find a lot of Warforged here. Mainly a lot of Shield Guardians. Walking about. But you do end up finding a few Warforged that look more lifelike.
Okay.
And you would like to say.
Okay.
And they more or less work in brothels. So,
That's great.
mm,
Xerath is not cheating on his lover though, so.
but you a multitude of Warforged, envoys, juggernauts. You do find like some weird looking motherfuckers that are like legitimate, like in a sense, a giant walking crab that people are inside of.
Well, shit. Let's gonna look for artificers. Is there any artificers around?
A lot. There are a
Okay.
lot of artificers.
Okay. I'll go to one of them. Just for the hell of it.
All right, you find
Maybe see if I get some magic items.
a dwarven artificer. Just-
Dwarven, okay.
Yeah, how you doing?
Hello. Question: what kind of magic items can you make?
Well, he's eating a sandwich. Oh. Well, a lot of things. What you looking for?
Maybe things that can, alter your form. Maybe, but not like maybe something like a hat of disguise, but more subtle.
Like a ring of disguise.
Yeah, maybe. Or more of alter self though, not disguise.
Ah,
Like, yeah.
he thinks. Might be able to do that.
How much would that be? I don't know if I have it right now, but I will maybe soon.
I have to get my father to do it. He's the ruin smith. But let me find out. Alter self. What level is that spell again? It's like
Second.
second. Oh yeah. He rubs his mouth. Mayonnaise on the side. Alright. Probably about a month for a ring. It's real hard to work on.
Okay.
But we can do it.
How much would it be?
That's the question, ain't it? Let me look up my book. Excuse me. I love this character. Yeah, I'm playing this character close to home as I'm literally eating a sandwich. Just like, this man is me. It's me incarnate. So out of the skies is what was it? Like 4,000,
Okay, so it'd
5,000?
be a ring of alter self. So 2,500. Is that what you said?
No. He's thinking up prices.
No.
So at the skies is about 5,000. So alter self, and then it being a ring, it'd be about 12,000 gold.
How much would you buy? Could I do a trade of rings, a magical ring, in turn
What
for
ring?
price? Ring of
Ring of what?
spell storing. I have it and I don't really use it much.
That's a really
I-
useful ring.
Yeah, I just don't use it much. I don't find it. Also, I don't really have many attunement slots, so.
Yeah, we can
Because I know they cost like 24,000 gold, so I figured that would be an adequate trade.
alright. Yeah, we could do it. Just be here in a month. We can get that shit done for you.
However, since it is cost 24,000 gold, would you be able to speed up the time?
Roll persuasion.
persuasion.
Mm-hmm.
Just thinking, I know this is a lot to ask, but maybe 3. So, that's right. I was gonna use luck, but there's no. Let me see something. I was thinking about using a fortune die, but I don't know if I want to do.
Your talk with the king is today too, so.
It is today? Okay.
Mhm.
I didn't know if it was today or the next day. So if it's today, then I'm not gonna do that.
He scratches his head. Alright. We'll cut you a deal. We cut it down by a week. So.
Oh.
In 20 days.
See, I do understand from a business perspective. I may have to retract my deal only because I'm not going to be here for that.
Well, how
But-
much time you got?
Probably only another 2 days.
There's no
Yeah.
way we can attempt that.
Yeah, see.
At most,
I
a week. And you're gonna have to pay us some gold for it.
I do understand. Well, for now, I might come back one day, don't you worry. But for now, I will take my ring back. But thank you for the information. I do very much appreciate your work, as I am more of a magical adept than a tinkerer and artificer. So I've always been interested in your work. And I do appreciate your contribution to society. Good day.
Good day.
As he exits the awkward conversation he's formed.
As he finishes eating his sandwich.
Alright, I'm just, you know what, Xerath's gonna just walk up to the castle after that.
You fetch, Frith?
Yes, he fetched Frith, because he knows it's today, so.
So you both make your way towards the castle.
Okay.
The guards stop you. And like, alright, what's your business?
We had an appointment with the king. Speak with him.
He nods his head to one of the guards. Go check. Wait, it
Hello,
shall only be
sir.
a few
And I'd like
minutes.
to I'd like to check to see if these were the guards who got me the other day.
No, they are not.
Hello, sirs. How are you doing today?
Well,
That's good. And I just give him one of my trinkets.
he takes it. Thank you. As he puts it down, like, on a shelf.
It's just one of the simple bone wood ones, kind of shaped like a hammer almost.
Alright. I said he takes it, and he puts it on a shelf.
Come on, Zera!
Oh, we have to wait for them to clarify our appointment.
Really? Do we have to, or can we just, like, go?
Yes, we
Gotta
have to
wait.
wait.
Yeah, you gotta wait.
I mean, it's the king,
just-
come on.
I'm like, yeah, but he still bleeds like everyone else, so it can't be that high in my
See, now
right?
that's something
You'd be
you don't
debatable.
say.
That's kind of debatable, really. He doesn't really bleed.
I've heard
Have you ever? But that's the thing. You've just never seen him bleed.
You'd be surprised. I've served with him a few times. He's been struck many a time and never bled.
Ah. Oh, that's interesting. DM, can I just kind of see what that might mean?
Yeah, roll nature.
You know, I might just for the hell of it. Holy fuck. Yeah, nope,
What's-
nope.
Okay.
got
What's
an
the
18.
king called? What's the king called?
His name is. Let me find it.
Jesus.
Yes, his name is Jesus.
It is.
High King Crossath Storm Tank.
Can you just like type that out
Yeah,
because I
yeah,
cannot
can you-
spell that.
Well, hold on. I'm assuming you're going to put it in that NPC reference part
When you see him.
when we see him.
Can you just like spell it out because I'd like to add that to my notes. Thank you.
You're welcome.
And since I rolled a natural 20, please tell me what that means.
You think either he is a supernatural being, or he could be undead.
Okay. I just nod and go, well, that's interesting.
Alright. All this time, this guard's been eating a sandwich too. They're all eating sandwiches for some reason.
This is their lunch break.
Yeah. It's like the city round lunch break. Alright. As the other guard comes down and nods his head. Alright, you're free to go. He snaps his fingers and about 6 guards flank you all.
Understand. Come on, sorry. God damn it. Come on.
Whenever all of you are. There's also
Do we see the king?
well, not yet. Whenever, as you all are going, whenever you enter the castle, that number of guards you're getting, it's gonna double. So, watch your ass.
Yeah, understandable. Understandable. It's a king.
It's my first time in the castle, so
Congratulations.
get, like- I just smile and go, yeah, I've never been in a castle before. At least not legally.
Good to know. Keep an eye on her.
I will.
You think he was talking to you?
Yeah, I know. I know who he's talking to, but I'm also keeping an eye on her.
Smart.
I ain't that stupid. I know everyone knows she's with me, so if she says something bad, I'm automatically getting hit for it.
And so, also, I'm just gonna see if Zeroff has, like, Jingle/Bastard with him.
Not at the moment. He is in his demi-plane, probably playing with Yarn.
Okay.
Alright. As you all approach, you enter the great doors. Walking inside a beautiful stone rooms, walking past portraits of, you would guess, other kings. But you do.
Can I just insight all the portraits?
Go, just roll insight once.
You gotta love her. You gotta love it. You have luck points, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah, I have luck points, but I'm not gonna use it for this.
smart.
Good call.
I have,
Insight
like, 2
all the
left.
thing.
Insight everything.
From what it looks like, they just seem to be warlike portraits of how this king did this. It was his monumentous moment. Or this king did this. He's signing a treaty with someone. These are
Any that particularly stand out to me?
not really.
Hmm.
All of these kings seem to be long dead, so you would suspect way before your time.
Okay.
But you all are read to solid gold doors. These doors reaching maybe 20 feet tall. Just like, alright. Overcompensation in your head.
Get a bit closer to your mic. Just a tiny bit.
Overcompensation.
Oh, there we go.
As you open the door, or as the guards open the door really for you, and you see this man.
Oh. Can't wait to hear the voice. I'm excited for this.
Literally.
Wait, do you have a picture?
I do.
Is this gonna be Scottish? That's the real question.
Yeah.
I'm actually part Scottish and Ukrainian.
Hello! My name is Haie Keegan Korsaf Stormtank.
Okay, so I see the king.
Not yet.
You all walk
Oh,
inside.
holy fuck. He is a dwarf. Yeah, I like Dwarven King.
DM, you know what I'm gonna say already.
I don't. But
Insight check.
you roll insight.
I
Try
feel like
your
you should have
best.
called that one. I'm not gonna lie to you. You should have called that.
And I roll and I use one of my luck points.
I was gonna say, you better fucking use your luck points. Jesus
You
Christ.
could tell he's old. Old for a dwarf. But you could tell he still has the just stare of just power with him.
I'm gonna say he's probably supernatural then.
You would suspect. You can also see about, let me recount, because I can't remember. 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6, 7,
No,
8. Oh.
4 others, sitting by him, each wearing not as extravagant, things as he is, but still you would suspect the other kings of all the other kingdoms.
Would I know any of them?
You would know the names due to being smart.
Would I know any?
Sorry, there's 3 kings, sorry. And I'll post their names.
Okay.
Would I know any? Cause
Yeah, you would actually.
who would I know?
You would know most of their names. Especially where they're from.
Okay.
So, as the man the king himself slaps down his hand on his stone chair.
Hello,
Good.
King. Hi, King
Fritz, just,
Stormtank. As I bow.
DM, I'd like to roll a performance check, and I would like to do a very fancy bow / curtsy and go, "Hello, Your Highnesses." And I'd like to say, "Hello, Your Highness," in their names, and say, Your Highness, blah blah blah, and blah blah blah, and blah blah blah, and blah blah blah, with the Dwarf's King's name first.
Or
Oh shit.
Can I roll a performance for that?
go ahead.
I would also name. I would say, and to you, and then I would.
And I would like to use my last luck point because I really do not want to piss off kings.
Smart.
Good call.
And Zeroth.
Yeah, I am. As you could say, it is an honor to meet you, Your Highnesses.
Frith, stop hitting that bong. Like, that's what it sounds like.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
A sound coming from your mic sounds like you're ripping your bong pretty fucking hard. Like,
I'm not. It's just I'm using earbuds.
that might be it. Can you mute yourself?
Yep.
Thank you. So, alright. So you called us here for what? I heard you do some good. Get rid of a spider. Killed 15 men. Heard you lost one of your own. My condolences to you.
Thank you very much, Your Majesty.
Thank you, my king. As for me, I have a message. I'm sure you've heard this one before. I have a message and a proposition from the Conclave.
Frith just gives him like a side look, like, "What the heck are you doing?"
The Conclave wishes to have you by their side in this, or they wish They wish for an alliance to be made, and for your help in the war efforts. I was told to bring this message to you.
Frith also stands up and says, I was actually ordered to bring a different message from the Uglon Empire, your
Oh,
sires.
you motherfucker. God damn it.
So, alright. You got two people asking. So I'm gonna split you up. I'll talk to one of you each time. You will decide who I'm going to talk to first.
I say, your sire, you should probably talk to Zeroth first, for he is much better with his words than I am. You'll probably deny my offer, but I have to try at least.
Probably will. Uglon Empire's in the shit shape.
It is, sire.
Ethel done did
It is,
declare
sire,
war.
but
So,
it is, sire, but I was
Umamu,
told
I've come to bargain.
Exactly.
Fred just bows again and she says, I know, sire, but I was asked by one of my friends, the one who died, was very attached to the Empire, and I thought I may as well try in her honor.
well, you might win, you might not. There's a hell of a stacked force against them.
It is, sire.
But we'll listen to your elven friend here first. And he snaps his two guards. Walk to your side, Frith. Take her out. Let's talk to her in a bit. Alright, elven
Okay.
man. Tell us your
And
plea.
Chris just goes out with the guards and she sits down and she starts carving she just starts carving something that she just starts carving another piece. Like a really good piece, though.
Alright. So, elf.
Should I roll for woodcarvers, DM?
Alright, elf. What you want? Tell us your
Um,
plea.
Well, again, I was sent by the Conclave. Not only to ask for your help in the war efforts, but to show you and to give you information into why the Uglon Empire is not only losing the war, but they are right to lose the war, as in they are very unjust. The rule is very unjust and cruel.
Yeah. We already know big
I'm not-
reasons. Ethar being the most recent to declare war and already taking a massive amount of land within the first few days of their declaration. Then you have the Conclave just pounding in Tolly right now in Shams. Because they have this new fucking battleship. You didn't see it probably, but it's the size of a fucking town. Just pounding Tolly
Yes.
like a whore. Then you have Estrego taking Sirius with the forces of fucking goblins. We haven't been at war with the goblins or the orcs or the hobgoblins really, but still it was unexpected. Taking land from Udogon Empire near all the time. It's funny watching it. So you already got that on your side. Oh, we want a land. It's the big thing.
There's lots of land to share, and I am sure, I do not have that information, but I am sure that they would gladly share in the bounties of this war. But a big reason, do you know why? First off, do you know Legion? Do you know of Legion, or who he is at all?
Yeah, he was a demon lord. Now he's a god. We're not stupid.
Yes.
We got plenty of low masters.
Yes,
He's been
I
around for a
assume
while.
so. Do you know why he himself is against the Uglon Empire?
Ah, we got some word. The dumbass emperor done killed his son.
That is truly who I am here for. However, he himself asked me for your help in the war efforts to bring down the tyrannical Uglon Empire. The Inquisition is no more, or will be no more. And the Emperor himself, being the coward that he is, will most likely flee the Uglon Empire. This is not confirmed information, but it is rumor.
I don't
And we
see
ask-
the Emperor leaving his bodies, leaving his cities. He might flee Sirius, but he'll make his last stand. He won't run like a coward. He'll fight to the death. When that death may be, can be prolonged. I don't know him that well. I've only spoke to him once, but I knew his father. His father was a good man. His son, well, not that much is said.
I can assure you that he's not that honorable, considering he killed the son of Legion. And this is why Legion is fighting against them. He wishes vengeance for his son. He wishes to rid the cancer that is the Uglon Empire from this world. And again, that is why I'm here. I asked for your legions to fight against Uglon, because they are the cancer in this world, and they do.
Wait, the Uglon Empire ain't that bad. We have plenty of trade deals.
The people may not be, but the ruler certainly is.
You're not wrong on that one. The Emperor is shitty. His generals, though, they're forks of art, really. Trained. The Admirals, not so much.
And maybe with your help, we could maybe convince them to join the right side.
Possibly. Unlikely, but possible.
It's more highly likely if you did join. There could be a lot less death, maybe, if they saw how much of an alliance there was, and maybe if they saw that we're not just here to kill them all, we're here to actually make things right for Legion, and maybe make things not only right for him, but unite the world, as cheesy as it may sound. I do believe, myself, it is a very righteous thing to do.
Alright. Can't promise much, but we'll listen to your plea. You have a possibility. Roll persuasion.
Oh, fucking luck point that.
Alright. You luck it. Alright, you can get out of here. Send in
Okay.
the human halfling. What the fuck was
Yeah,
that?
know.
her ears are covered, so they don't actually know what she is.
The human. Small human.
He bows and then he walks up.
Alright. Frith, you see as Zeroth walks out, and the guards more or less pick you up and take you inside.
I just turn to Zeroth and I say, well, wish me luck. And I just give him this really flashy grin.
I grin back.
And I follow the guards inside.
Alright. Let me hear your plea.
And Frith just smiles. Well, I am not as well with my words as Zeroth is, but I will tell you what I've experienced. Let me ask you a question yourself, King. What do you think I am?
You look human. So, human.
Frith smiles and she pulls her hair back to show her pointed ears.
Half elf.
I'm actually, Your Highness, half halfling, half human, and I was born in the Uglin Empire.
Strange little mix.
It is. And during that time, when I was younger, quite the troublemaker. But I'm going to tell you about the people of Uglon. I'm going to tell you about the guards of my home city who took a street rat off the road and taught her and gave her a profession. I'm going to tell you, Sapphire, about how wonderful the people of the Uglon Empire are, and how this whole thing is just going to end up with all kinds of wonderful humans, elves, all kinds of different people just dead. This entire thing is just a warpath of revenge, and this is just going to end in suffering for everyone involved.
Well,
So, sire, if you will not help the Uglon Empire, I at least ask that you do not help the Conclave as either.
well, let me tell you. I understand where you're getting at. I understand the people of the Uglin Empire. We know them a little bit too well. We've had trade deals, and we've always did business. Been alive for a lot longer than most of my counterparts, so I understand a bit more than what they can. The people of the empires never dictate the rulers.
They certainly do not, sire.
That's why, from the news I've been hearing, civilian casualties are at a very low. Especially whenever take it serious. I think the only casualty rate is Tolly, and majorly. And that's only in the thousands. And that's low. From what I can hear, what I've seen to our little looking glasses, with that big ass ship they got doing. I guess you don't know about
It is
that one, do you?
It is certainly a mess, but I have heard stories of your people, and I have heard that they are strong. I simply ask that you stay out of the war, at least to give my home a chance.
You've already lost a chance. Whenever Astrigo signed the treaty with the Conclave, that was a big hit. But most recently, I don't know if you know, it's Ethar. Magic center of the world, joining the side of the Conclave out of the blue. Even taking up arms with Astrigo. Their worst enemy.
I did not know that, your sire. But I still ask that you stay out of the war. For even if you join the war, there really will be no chance for the Uglon Empire.
And you say it's a bad thing? They're bad,
No.
man. I understand
No,
it.
I do not say that is a bad thing. I just do not wish to see my home torn apart over territories and such. And if I can plead one more case, if you'll be able to take in survivors or refugees from the Uglon Empire, that'd be very graciously of you.
Oh, yeah.
Very graceful of you.
That's easy. Well, we've already had refugees from Uglon before. Major battles. People get sent here. We don't mind. That's why we have the outlying towns. But, you see, we could join in on a war that's already on the losing. Join the winning. Get some money. Get some land. It's always a good thing. Maybe even in the end, go to war again with some long fought enemies. And have some allies with it too.
Yes, but how do you know that the Conclave and the rest aren't going to, how do you say, take more than they give?
Oh, well, you see, I don't want anything from the Uglon Empire. I don't. It's kind of shit. Ain't got no mountains. What I want, somewhere else. And if I can get the assistance of, well, the Conclave, Astrigo, Ethar, on my side, oh, we could take it. Easily. But, I won't really take part in the land taking, but also take in refugees if that's what you're asking. That's easy.
I'm I'm just asking that you give the people a chance. I am not a good person, your sire, but I do care about people somewhat. And wouldn't like to see a bunch of people to just die needlessly.
Well, that happens all the time, lass.
Frisch shrugs. Of course it does. Doesn't mean that you can't try to make it a little better.
Not wrong. Would roll persuasion. We'll listen to your words. Go ahead, leave. We'll count a recess. Come back in 10 minutes. Me and my
Thank you.
kings will
Well,
decide.
Thank you, your highnesses. And Fritz bows one more time before leaving.
Alright. As they just set up and start debating amongst themselves as the great doors are closed.
Do I see Zeroth?
You do. He's standing there.
So I go over to him and I say, well, something interesting must have happened for you to choose the Conclave.
That is one word for its interest.
I can't hear you, you're breaking up.
Is this better?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting is one word for it.
Funny thing. I noticed that funny thing. Remember when I patched you up? Well, I don't know how you're alive. A lot of those were quite fatal. And I just give him a sidelong look.
The gods favor me.
Gods or God?
Depends on how you look at it.
Frith nods. Well, you're a wizard. You're much better with your words than I am. They're probably going to listen to you more than me. Did you know I didn't even attempt to try to convince them to join the Uglon Empire? I just tried to convince them to stay out of the war.
That is something that is hard to do, I'm afraid. Only because of the king himself is very...
Keen.
Yes, that is the word I'm looking for.
Frisch shrugs. I may have been born in the Empire, but in truth, I could really care less what happens at this point. Just thought I'd try for Serial. And her father? We at least owe it to that for her. After
That
all,
was
she
good of
kind
you.
of died on our watch.
That was good of you.
Frith laughs. I am not good. I simply am. I do what brings me pleasure, and honestly, how many times do you get to try to convince a king?
That is true.
As time goes, the guards wave you all up. Alright, King wants to speak to you.
Frith nods.
I nod as well.
As you're all brought back in. Alright, you've reached a verdict. A major decision. We'll be joining the Conclave. But we'll take in consideration what you said last. We'll take in any refugee that wants to cross our borders. Gladly. And we'll make sure Strago don't take them slaves.
Frith bows and says, "Thank you very much, your majesties."
Well then,
I bow as well.
A real pleasure talking to all of you. As I said before, condolences to your friend. I'll make sure.
Chris smiles.
What was their
Chris
name?
smiles. And she just says to the king, Your Highness, you should not pity the dead, it's the living that suffer.
Yes, but the dead still have to worry. Because they have to look after your asses. The asses of the ones that they love and they loved. They're still watching. And they're still judging you. It's what they do best, really. They like to judge.
Out of character, how do I feel like this is like directed directly at Salem right this second?
It's not directed towards anyone.
Like I said, out of character.
Or is it? Who knows? If I get out of the voice, I'll lose it, so I can't.
Wait,
Putting this out there, there's a lot you could have done to even try to persuade him to join the Sign of Wugon.
yeah, but Frisk, remember, Frisk isn't good. She's not even neutral. She's evil. The only reason she did this is because she wanted to argue with a king. That's the only reason. She's like, well, this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Let's have some fun.
But as I said, what's the name of your ally that went dead?
Sario. Sario
Sario
Morningstar.
Morningstar,
Oh, right. We'll talk at the same
follower
time.
of the Raven Queen.
Alright.
And
Do you know which temple
and-
she's at? We'll give her a proper burial. A dwarven burial.
I say the temple because I was not.
You know you know where
Yep.
they are. In between Jimmy Street and Billy Street.
Yeah.
More or less.
And Fate Chris says, please take care of her. She is quite the angel.
Well, we'll take care of her. We'll give her a damn nice burial. Something even a prince might like, or princess.
Your Highness, may I just ask one thing?
What is that?
Sario was not a princess. I just like you to bury her like she was a warrior.
Then that would be done. Easy enough. But we'll give him ceremony. A damn nice casket, why not? So,
Thank you, Your Highness.
now, you say you like taking on refugees, eh? You want us to take on some? We're gonna ask you to take on one. A strange bloke. A strange bloke came to us a few days ago, asking many questions. More or less, I want you to take him on as a favor for favor.
Can I also have this ring taken off? Is that it's too much to ask?
You get that taken off at whenever you exit the city.
Damn it. Understand.
So, will you accept my plea and I'll accept yours?
Well,
course.
sire, can we meet him first? We do not know if he is an enemy of ours that we may have made on our travels.
There's no such thing as enemies.
That's really doubtable. We haven't even heard of them. As he whistles. Could you bring in the new one? The one stranging. And some of the guards nod their head.
God damn it.
And Sasuke.
Okay.
Come on.
Actually, I'm
in.
pretty sure.
It's Shuzuki.
Actually,
Alright, Sasuke.
if you're
It's Shuzuki.
Shuzuki, yeah,
Alright, Sasuke.
yeah. If you do it by Japanese pronunciation, it should be Shuzuki.
Shuzuki.
Because he-
Sasuke is a different spelling.
I know, but I'm still gonna make fun of it.
So they bring in Shuzuki.
Yeah.
Shuzuki.
I'm just
never-
gonna call you Suki.
God.
I'm gonna call him.
And can I have a character have their name pronounced
Shu.
once?
All right, Shu. Let's go. All right, the guards come and like more or less ask you to follow them
I follow.
and lead you. You can see you can see the king with the others sitting around him. All right, this one's named Shuzuki.
Inside check.
Yeah, Shuzuki. Yeah, sure.
Make that with disadvantage. I'm joking. I don't make a lot of facial. So what you guys see real quick before you do that, you see, I'll post a photo if you want, Tim.
Yeah,
Please.
that works.
I want to see this.
You see a man who's wearing robes with a long cloak over one side with a bow staff.
Oh.
And
I
wrapped
know what
over,
it's-
there's wrappings over his eyes, obscuring what you would believe is his vision. Yet he walks as if he knows where he's going.
Insight check.
Go ahead, roll your insight.
And I'd like to use a luck point for that, please.
Still 13.
Yeah, but it's better than a natural 1.
You're not wrong. So,
You can guess they're blind. That's about it.
yeah. There goes a car. I told them rapscallions to stop driving the races. God's going a cuff one.
Actually, no, you wouldn't even be able to figure out that he's blind. He walks with strength and purpose and grace. Walks forward as if
Assuming you're among
nothing
us.
covers over his eyes. He, very calm body language, very stoic. You can tell probably that he's bald.
What race?
Very dark tan skin. Like, as you can see in the picture, a darker tan.
Well,
Uh,
so kind of like brisk skin, where it's not
As he-
entirely due to sun that she's that color.
yeah, like the same color as you, actually.
Same as Fritz.
That caramel-like color.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Taki, aren't you?
I don't think you would notice. His ears are obscured by the hood.
So, this one's a stranger. No offense.
No offense taken.
But, this seems like a man that doesn't has a purpose but doesn't have one. In the sense of, well, loss. So I think you'd all be a nice matchup. Also to get him out of my hair.
All I've been asking is questions. Why are you so disturbed by this?
What?
All I've been asking is questions. Why are you so disturbed by this?
Don't like answering questions.
Fritz just goes over to the guy and goes,
Um,
"These guys are really powerful. Do not make them angry." And I
I know
just
who
go,
the warlord is.
Ask-
That also
"Mm,
call me warlord. I kinda like it, but I don't. But
Fritz Chris just leans in and quietly says to him, "Yeah, you really shouldn't be asking questions of these people specifically. I know a bunch of people who know a bunch of information, so shh."
You watch as I turn to him, and before turning to you, puts one hand is flat against his fist and does a bow. I thank you for your hospitality.
Yeah. Well, you have
We
fun
will
now.
take We will take him on, Your Majesty. Thank you for hearing us out.
Yes. Thank ya. And no problem, we're on your old out.
Without even looking at you, what are your names?
That is quite the question without introducing yourself first.
Oh, how rude of me. I am Suzuki Jaolong.
Frith holds out her hand and says, "First Pantanus. And also, you should probably roll a history check just to see what her last name means."
I have no idea.
No matter what.
You should just probably roll something in order to check what her last name is.
I
That's
have no idea. He turns to you. So you are Westerners as well? Where exactly am I? I still am very confused by the name of this person. It's nothing I've heard from before.
You are in the east of the world, in Nemro of Silver
No,
Breach.
I know the East. This is not my home.
Nemro of Silver, the capital of Silver Breach.
I don't...
We ourselves are from the soon-to-be former Ugaman Empire.
Well, you say this is the East, but I've never heard of any Nemro or Silver Breach. But
Where are you from?
I am from Gliminal.
Gliminal.
You have heard of the Samburito. How do you say that, DM? Redo?
Let
Redo?
me double check.
I never heard of any of this shit.
Sembredo.
Yeah, Fritz
Yes.
would like. Can I make a roll to see if I actually know what the heck he's talking about?
Sembredo clan.
Samburito clan is where I am. It's one of the many clans fighting for supremacy in Gliminal.
Frith
Yeah,
would like
can
to
I,
roll in order to see if she actually knows what the heck he's talking
Yeah,
about.
roll history.
History. No, that's a no.
Nope and nope. You all have never heard of this.
Gliminal.
Gliminal.
I grew up very secluded, sir.
Another fucking dimension-y, isn't it?
Oh, well, my land is far to the east. I am right in that, right, DM?
Yes.
Frith just kind of pauses and goes, "I cannot say your name, so I'm going to call you Suki, if that's all right. Suki, we have absolutely no clue what you are talking about." And we just kind of... And by this time, we have moved him out of the throne room, out of the castle, because we really do not want to start talking and battling in front of King. So I just kind of pushed everyone outside.
As we're walking, DM.
Yeah.
When I mistake Zeroth for a subspecies of my kind?
No, elves do exist where you're from.
Okay.
So, especially the leader of your country, the clan, is a sun elf, like he is. So.
Oh, okay.
Question, what does he think
Well,
of
by the way,
Frith?
I'm not even looking at you while you're speaking. I'm like walking forward, maybe tilting my head slightly, as if trying to get my ears closer to... But I'm not looking at you at all.
Can I roll another insight on him?
No.
Not today, at least.
Not ever until he describes things, because your initial insight failed. So you did gain some things, but they're just things that you initially found out. You can't really. You only learn from what they tell you now, so or what you pick up from their combat.
And your name, Elf?
Oh, Zeroth Gilvaris. Pleasure.
He has a cat that I call Bastard.
Do you stick
Yeah,
your
kinda
hand
just-
out to shake with him, or
No, he just bows.
he bows back?
So I'm gonna
Um,
ask a really sensitive question now. Are you blind?
Uh, in a sense, yes.
Zeroth just kind of nudges Frith. What the hell?
Fritz stomps on his foot.
Oh yeah, DM. As she
Fritz
does that, I
stomps
just
on Zeroth's foot. When he nudges
Oh.
her, he stomps on his foot. No, touchy the child.
you hear him chuckle slightly. Curious, aren't you?
Well, it's kind of my job. I was an assistant torturer, very good at my job, actually. So it's kind of my job to be snoopy and try to figure out everything I can.
Well, if you must know, I was born blind, with fog in my eyes, as you know. But I've made do.
Well, I certainly would think so. You are not bumping into anyone, and you're actually quite graceful. So I'm guessing you either have something, probably some magic that helps you. Am I correct?
In a sense.
May I ask what your expert?
Well, I have a connection with the weave.
Now, this is a very important question.
When I know what the
The thing that you connected to.
Wait. Does Frith know what the weave is?
Yes, everyone that has
The magical
any
weave.
slight inkling on anything, the magical weave.
You're
It's a
goddamn
big
wild
thing.
magic source.
And I'm like,
But,
you are
I-
connected to the weave,
That was that.
as in the weave.
yes, very limited, but that's I am connected with it, in a sense, as well as the use of my inner energies.
DM, can I just insight what he just said there, just to see if I can figure out what he might be, since he can, like, connect to the weave? Because I can't imagine there's a lot of people who can do that.
Just roll Arcana.
Can I do so as well?
For both of
what-
you, you all know. First, a lot of people are connected to the weave. Anyone that can cast any magic is connected to the weave, technically.
That's base knowledge.
But
Sorcerers,
I'm
Go on.
like connected to the weave.
yeah, sorcerers, they are the most connected in the sense of they're born with it in their bloodstream, more or less. Then there are others. Monks sometimes are connected,
Oh well, there.
using their inner purpose, their key, to
Inner energy.
inner energy to manipulate everything. There are whispers.
Considering how he's dressed, I'm gonna say maybe monk?
Maybe.
I was thinking.
Zeroth would know with his 27. Would know in Estrago, Western Estrago, so northern, top bit. There are, for each town, excluding Lunder at the moment, has people known as sages, the seers, more or less. They are the most connected to the weave, in the sense of they can see the future, they can see the past, they can see everything. They are the most powerful wielders of the weave, excluding archmages and gods.
Frith is just gonna smile at Suki and just say, could you just maybe sit down for a minute? I just need to talk to my colleague. And I grab Zeroth and I pull him away and I whisper to him, I'm like, do you know what the heck he is? Because I am guessing maybe a monk? Or do you have any other idea?
Either a monk or someone who was born with magic in their blood.
You mean
Oh.
like a dragon?
By the way, as we're walking
Sorcerer.
through DM, do I see anything in the foggy plain?
Besides the usual, the minor spirit afloat
Okay.
on
Frith
by.
has a necklace off a dead person. Does that react to anything?
Nope.
So I just see, like, well, I sense the castle outline, but in the ethereal plane, I see it foggy and such.
You see,
Okay.
like, the ethereal sight from,
Because
Mordor.
Zeroth is
Shadow of
interesting, interesting, he's going to use the third eye to see 60 feet into the ethereal plane.
Oh, what'd you say? Sorry.
Just for help. Zeroth is going to use his third eye ability just because he's interested to see into.
Which effect does that do?
He sees 60 feet into the ethereal plane.
Yeah, 60 feet into the ethereal.
You see spooky ghost. You see, like, the minor spirits around everywhere.
Does he sense me, DM, because of my race?
Yeah. I look over.
No.
Well, I'm permanently connected to the ethereal plane. That's why I question that.
True, actually, yeah, you would get the sense of, like, there is an ethereal marker on this person. It's like, oh, okay, that's weird.
I make it very.
Because I am a spirit in my own sense, just more connected to the physical plane.
Yeah, I make a very large note about that.
Yeah, Fritz just kind of goes, "What the heck are you doing?" And I just poke him and like, what the heck are you doing?
Are you me or him?
Fritz. Fritz pokes Zeroth.
Well, you wouldn't know. No.
I know, but I know that he's
It's
like
not-
glancing at him. I was like, what are you doing? Like, why are you just like? He's like, what are you looking at with him? What do you notice? Because I haven't noticed anything.
No. And I keep walking.
So, tell me more about this Silver Breach. I've never traveled to the east before.
Well,
DM, can I make a history check quickly just to see what I know about the Silver Breach?
Yeah, go on.
Okay.
He doesn't know, DM. He doesn't know where he thinks he's in the east.
Yeah. The Silver Breach being one of the major dwarven kingdoms, the major dwarven kingdom, in the world. They are the most massive, on size comparison, they are pretty damn close to Ostrogoth's size. They used to have more land, but that was taken away from them due to wars way back when. Now they are just
Well,
contempt.
Oh wait, sorry. Change that to Western, DM. That's my bad. Misspell.
Yeah, you do.
so Fritz just relays all this to Suki.
Any names I would know?
You would know of. Do you want me to say them or type them to
DM them. And maybe like a one sentence fact about it. I might know.
Alright.
question: have you ever heard of Straker?
No.
All right, just a question.
You haven't not heard of Glimminor at all?
Glimminor? No.
Strange. We are very powerful in the West. Very large as well. Though warring clans is...
I've heard absolutely nothing about it.
Yep. Never heard of it.
Must be some dimensional. Draw that.
Honestly, though, it's not surprising. I'm actually quite surprised Zeroth doesn't know anything. He's quite smart. Me, personally, I was quite sheltered as a kid.
Maybe there's someone who may know. I have to talk to him anyways. Soon, actually.
I'm just trying to find out where I am.
I may be able to assist you. Let's go back to the tavern. The inn that we've been staying in. I will get in contact with this being.
I'll take him back to the tavern. I actually have to ask you a favor.
Me?
Zeroth, can you just go? Yeah, I
Yes.
just need to ask you to buy some provisions for the next couple of weeks for when we get back to traveling.
Sure. How many rations can I buy with 38?
38.
So
Double.
they're
So double it. So 38, so 70 something.
If I may, do you know where I can find any rice wine? Actually, no, he would say sake.
find
Uh,
what?
Can I just roll to see what I know about this? Because in real life, I actually know a lot about Japan, so I just want to see if Frith knows anything about it.
I'm guessing the Oriental is very much like, or Gliminal DM is very much just China and Japan and all that.
Yep. So the most likely, I'll do a line.
Can I just roll to see what I know about any of that, just to see?
That area. That area used to be a Dragonborn empire.
That motherfucker. He's back. Born.
What's that
Born.
for? What are you looking for?
What did you say? Frith?
In real life, I actually know quite a lot about Japan and China, considering I actually spent a week in Japan recently. So I'm just wondering if Frith knows anything, if I can roll just to see what she knows about that. Because she doesn't know about the clans, but I just want to see if she knows anything at all.
Yeah, go ahead and roll history. Yeah, go on. You only know a little bit. The most likely places being Skullvein, Brekkia, Hilgaval, things like places near that general area, due to that being
Also,
a once great Dragonborn kingdom.
DM, I do have to be about an hour at around 7:30, but if you guys are okay with
Well,
it,
Bjorn's here.
yeah.
Well, also, normal time would be okay for me. Like 8 works. Or what time do you need to leave, Morven?
7:30 probably.
So 7:30, we can call 7:30. Bjorn, tell
Just
her what
because
time.
Frith! Oh, by the way, Bjorn, did you see the pendant that I got you? It's in the chat.
Yep, I saw. It's nice.
Okay.
Thank you.
But do you
You're
know where I
welcome.
can where I may find some sake? I missed the taste.
Is it booze?
Yeah. Do I have any idea what that is?
Yes, you actually would. As said, it's mainly from Eastern Estrigo. It's a
Would I know
favored
that
drink.
knowing just basics about the other place? I'm
There
like,
is-
Well, it's booze,
yeah,
so you
there-
can probably find it at a really fancy tavern. Actually, yeah. Would I know where
it's
you
in
could
Eastern
probably find
Estrigo.
some?
Eastern Estrigo, probably.
Would I know where you could find some in the city, considering it's booze and Frith kind of likes booze?
Not completely, actually. Not in the Dwarven City, no.
I like how I have
It's-
2 languages that are completely useless to him.
Frith just kind of looks at him and say, "This is a dwarven city. You're either gonna find ale or ale. You're not gonna find much else."
I don't know. I'll just
Perhaps I can take you someplace eventually.
But if you stay with us, we'll probably visit some more fancy places that probably have some stuff imported from where you're from.
So, what is your... Since I've been offloaded to you, what is your group's purpose?
Well, originally we were part of the Inquisition, but the Yugoslav Empire's kind of screwed, and we kind of killed their meal tickets, so we're currently jobless. Although I found this really cool guy who might have some jobs for us. Although I have to ask, how strong is your moral compass? The 2 of you?
Mine's all over. So
Because we're
would-
probably going to end up stealing, murdering, or maiming people if we go to that route.
Bjorn has the best moral compass.
that's a fucking lie.
It is not a lie.
Actually, yeah, he believes everyone is sinners, and he believes everyone who doesn't improve on him as sinners, and that is God punishes. And he believes people who punish sinners are good.
Yeah.
So that's why he likes Frith. Really, he has quite a strong moral compass, and he just thinks everyone is trash, basically, if he meets them, and he doesn't immediately approve.
If I may, if I may ask, have you heard of any? You say you sound Western, so
We're from
like,
the soon-to-be former Uglan Empire.
well, have you heard of Dragon Masquise or Estragalia?
Have I heard of him, DM?
Nope.
Hmm.
Nope.
Okay.
Not a clue. Sorry, sir.
Nifline?
Honestly, I've only been traveling for a short while now. I turned 20 and I'm still 20. Haven't even been traveling for half a year yet.
I do not believe I've heard any of these folks. However, let's go back to this tavern, and I will get in contact.
Strange. You sound Western.
DM, once we get back to the tavern, I'm gonna go.
Fritz sits down Fritz goes and just sits down at one of the tables, and she gets.
By the way, have I heard of an Inquisition of any type before, DM?
Yes, you have heard of an Inquisition, mainly from the country of
Aslan May?
Not Aslan May, surprisingly. Estrangalia.
You're at the hospital.
That makes sense because of their culture.
Yep. Their Inquisition is very, very strict.
Excuse me, but you mentioned the Inquisition, yet you've never heard of Estragalia?
I don't believe I have.
I was a recent recruit. We just, we had a couple of adventures, but then our main leader kind of got murdered.
Did something change? Is the Pharaoh no longer in power?
Yes, see.
You have never heard of the word Pharaoh before.
Yes.
Sure.
Suki,
DM, this is
where
fun.
exactly in the world do you think you are?
The West, of course.
Yes, but what country of the West? For example, there are many countries. There's the Shivering Vales, there's Silverbreach where we are, there's Glimmering Vale, and then there's what's going to be the former Uglan Empire.
I don't know exactly where I am. I believe I was sent to the Feywilds, but it seems I may not have been. We were in search
You
of
are
rescue
currently
mission.
Did you just say the Feylands?
The Feywilds, yes. I was making my way there, but it appears we did not lost my party to a group of giants.
You are currently very much in the physical lands, not at all Fey.
The material plane.
Yeah, you're currently very much in the material plane still.
Huh. Strange. Well, we were trying to do a rescue mission. A party went missing. But, my party, when we made our way through the portal, we were attacked by a bunch of cookie guys.
You were trying to cross the border, right? Walked right into that Imperial ambush. Same as us. And that thief over there.
I raised my hand.
Wait, Frith smells something funky going on, so she just kind of goes, Suki, no offense at all. Please don't take any. But what the heck are you?
I
am half halfling. He is a sun elf. Bjorn's a Goliath. But we have no clue what you are. And that is a very, very important question, considering the stuff I'm hearing right now does not sound like something that a lot of people... it's kind of sounding a bit, what's the term? Ethereal.
Oh, I'm a Shanshin.
Do I know what the
Never
fuck
heard
that
of
is?
it. Never heard of it.
Okay.
I'm
So
looking
do
up
I know what it
words
is?
right
Can
now,
I just
DM.
Yeah,
roll
okay.
to...
Yeah, okay.
Can I just roll to see
Zeroth
if Can I just roll to see if I know what it is, please?
Roll a nature check.
Zeroth is going upstairs and contacting Legion.
Never heard of it.
Okay, could you explain exactly what that is? Because I have absolutely no clue what your race is, and that is a bit concerning, because a lot of people know a lot of different races. Yours is not one I've ever heard of before. This is a bit... I'm guessing you're not from the material plane, are you?
Oh, no, I am. I am from I am from Gleminol, but my people, we are descendants from the original Shenshin.
God
But
damn it, Ramos.
but me, I think you Westerners call us mountain spirits.
Do I know what that is? Can I just roll to see if I know what that is?
Go
Now
ahead.
that he used a different term.
Roll nature.
Can I just
I'm
roll?
not there anymore. I'm upstairs.
Can you what? Nope.
I still don't know, but I just like spirit.
Well, you must have heard of the Jareen, at least.
Do I know what that is?
Nope.
Well, a group
No.
of
No,
giant creatures. Also, probably bad Shenshin, but they are massive in size and quite dangerous.
Do I know what that is, DM?
Nope.
I'm just gonna take one of Suki's hands and just go,
They stand
"Whoa."
almost.
Suki, nobody here knows what the heck you're talking about. You're very far away from home. And I just pat the top of his hand. We have absolutely no clue about anything you're talking about.
Yeah, Xeroth is trying to contact Legions.
On the
Upstairs.
smaller side, they may stand like 4 meters, you know?
No. We have no clue. Honestly, you're not.
I would look for a nearby building that's about 4 meters or 14 feet tall.
You find one.
About that size. On the small side, at least.
The only creatures that we know about that big are either giants or maybe
yes,
a
that's the
really
word I was
tall.
looking for. Them. You Westerners call them giants.
I just take a deep breath and I go, okay. Suki?
My group was attacked by them, and I was the only survivor. That is how I made my way here.
Okay. Suki? Nobody knows. We know giants, but what type of giant? Fey giant or other rock giant? There's a lot of different types of giants in the world.
I DM.
Frost.
What's that? They were ice. Ice.
Ice.
giants.
Do I know what a ice giant is?
Frost giants. They've been called ice giants before.
I'm trying to play a character who knows common, but damn. I didn't spend most of my life in the West.
I
You
just
know?
kind of take a deep breath and I put my hands in front of my mouth. Can you explain exactly what your race is? I know that you said you were Mario, what is it called?
Shanshin.
Sanchi. Can you explain exactly what that means? Because we know
As I
that,
said,
you know...
your people call them mountain spirits.
Okay.
My people are descended of the original. We have somewhat of a connection with the spiritual plane, but we still are very much here in the material.
Okay.
By the way, you
I'm
said all
just...
this without even looking at you.
Okay. You must be very tired. You can borrow my room for a bit to rest
I
or...
have money, and I pull out some money and show it to you.
Never
Is
saw
it-
it. It's gold.
Probably not valid here.
It's gold, but
If it's Electrum, it's fucking bullshit.
it's
No,
not.
it's gold.
It's gold, so people will still accept it, but it's just weird.
It's got a square hole in it. It's got writing in characters you've never seen before.
I'm not sure if that'll be accepted
Oh, I
here
wish
or
I was
not.
so there. I would totally freaking use my divination ability.
Frith is, I'm not sure if they'll actually accept that. They probably will, it's gold, but they might give you a couple of weird looks. You just borrow my room for a bit. I gotta go out and check something anyway.
Oh, by the way, the
Um,
bag is pretty filled with this stuff.
Okay. I just take Suki up to my room and I just say, just stay in here for a bit. I just need to go find the other member of my party quickly. Of our party quickly. And I just close the door, and I try to find the closest library / bookstore / anything that might have any information on mountain spirits.
Alright. Now, Zeroth, what do? You're trying to contact...
Getting contact with, I almost said Jesus.
Yeah,
You probably need some.
I sent you a DM, but
By the way, he has an accent I think no one's heard before, DM.
People have. Anyone
Okay.
from, as said, the eastern Estrago area. They were
And I do
once
have
Japanese.
do we think we could do like a private talk in a bit? Or...
If you want.
Okay.
It's up to you.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
I do have to go though, so see you guys.
okay, Frith tries to find anything about mountain spirits, anything at all.
Roll investigation.
DM.
Yes.
They left me alone in a bar. I'm gonna order some drinks and like pour some like a
21.
spirit.
You
Like,
find drinks easy enough, and whenever it comes to the spirits, you find nothing.
Do you have any malt wine?
They
I've tasted some from these western lands before, and it was very good.
we do, as they get you some malt wine. They
Want
pour-
absinthe?
How much?
For the wine, or just for a little bit of the malt wine, 2 silver.
I only have some of these, and I place one of the coins down.
And they look at it, they bite it. It's gold. Works for me. And
How much? I just want the bottle and a shot glass.
oh, they give you the bottle and a shot glass, and they don't give you any change back.
Okay, I take the bottle. I'm guessing the shot glass is very different because it's not the bowl I would think it would be.
Yep.
This is fun, DM.
Oh yeah, Bjorn, you're out. You've been at the hospital. You went back to the tavern. Yeah, you've been there the whole time. You've just been
Nice.
just watching all this happen.
Frith is searching everywhere, asking maybe travelers who've been to Estrago, like trade people, just to see if they know anything about mountain spirits.
No one knows anything.
I'll get some absinthe.
You get some.
And I also asked using the original word that he said.
All right. Yep. No one, at all. That's right. There's something like this.
Pure 74% alcohol.
Yeah. That costs you. How much do you want a bottle for?
Yeah. Hang on, let me check.
For a
Right.
I'm
bottle,
in the wrong roll 20.
5 gold.
Okay, that's fine.
Frith goes to the hospital to try to find Bjorn.
Bjorn is not there.
I try to find Bjorn.
Is Bjorn in the tavern I'm in?
Yes.
But Frith does not know this.
I'm gonna walk forward and is this seat open?
No.
Thank you. And I slide in with my bottle of malt wine and pour.
Frith heads back to the
God.
tavern.
Bjorn's there.
Bjorn!
But you.
Bjorn!
this
And I
takes-
just glom
yeah,
him
wait.
from behind.
Wait. This takes a while because you went to the library, so you're gonna be gone for in game a few hours. So
Okay.
let them
I'll
do
wait
their
then.
role play.
Would you like some?
I prefer the stronger stuff. Would you like to try some of mine?
I'm good. He raises his glass, going back, and drains it.
We have a similar tradition back where I come. Typically done around the family table.
Repeat that, sorry?
I said, if I'm looking at you guys, I think we have a similar tradition to where I come from.
Oh, what would that be?
we sit around the table, or the family, or our clan sits around the table, and we all raise our drinks up high and praise, and then slam them down. Well,
Ah, very similar. Gonbei. We raise our cups, our glass, our shot, and we raise it up, and you drain your cup in one go after saying Gonbei. As it
that's what we
together.
do. That's what we do as well, but we don't really say much except what the I guess what you would call Westerners say. Cheers.
Oh, Gonbei. I believe it would mean dry cup. You drain your cup.
Yeah.
I like how I have multiple tabs open, just looking up stuff to you.
Yep.
Would Frith be arrived by now?
Depending if they drink in silence.
So, where are you from, if I may ask?
I always forget where I'm from.
Estrega,
Estrega.
from the Verdant Labyrinth.
Verdant Labyrinth. Up in
I
top
keep
near
hearing of this. I've never heard of Estrego before.
It's-
Well, I have. Some of my companions were talking about it, but have you heard of Dumino?
No.
No. But my family was not one of explorers.
Understandable. What is your profession, if I may ask?
Some call me a mercenary, some call me a marine. I go in, I kill, and I get the job done.
Ah, a warrior. Honor bound by your clan, I assume, yes?
Yes, that's right.
I understand that. I myself am honor bound to my clan. It's one of the reasons I've ended up in this strange land. Rescue mission, looking for some allies who went missing with a expedition into the Feywilds. Ended up here some reason, but here I am.
Same here, except it's not so much a rescue. And the person I'm trying to look for isn't so much an ally.
You on a mission to hunt down an enemy?
In a way, more like a traitor.
What is the name of your clan, if I may ask?
Well, my specific clan is the Haverdeer.
Anything, DM?
Nope.
No.
I am from the Sanbirdo clan.
No.
In Gleminol.
Before you even
It's-
ask, no.
It's just a bunch of no's. Hey, DM, no.
Everything I say, no.
And everything they say, no. So,
Yeah.
it's.
Well, like the Inquisition, there was an idea there. There was something similar.
Just to throw it out there, out of character, is he from another world? Like when we fought with the people in the arena, is he like from a different like material plane than ours?
Out of character, literally from the exact same place those guys were from.
Just a different part of it.
Yep. Actually,
fact
no.
that-
We're from here.
Actually, no. From different part. No, the guy that you sent back, literally was from where you're from. They're same clan, same everything.
Oh, so
Nice.
I got sent to go rescue them, and
So you got sent to go rescue the thousands of people that were sent on the expedition.
yeah.
A single person, not so much.
But yes. It's nice to meet another warrior clan, of a different clan, but I've never heard of yours, so I don't think ours are at war. You see him remove, push up the sleeve, the long sleeve on one side. If you're wondering what my character looks like, he's in general.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
And you see
Pause,
a
Frith,
sprawling
touch
white
right up.
dragon tattoo. Different than most you would see, because this one doesn't have wings, but it has a long, lithe body. I'm guessing they have Western dragons, Liam?
Yes.
This one has a long, long snake-like body with 4 legs and long whiskers coming down from its face. It's white in color.
A world serpent?
In a sense, fairly close. From where you're from, actually, you would have heard of dragons like this, but they are
Well, yeah,
very rare.
that's what I'm talking about. I thought was like, maybe we'll go back into like Viking mythology and shit.
Yeah.
Like,
It's in the
this
sense
all comparison.
you've heard of them being steam dragons. The most likely representation of this creature, steam dragons having no wings, they are literally just great worms from Japan in the sense of that's what they look like. But they're very rare and very specific to the Verdant Labyrinth and rivers close to there. They're dangerous.
But while we're here and drinking together and such, let me tell you a warrior's tale, if you don't mind.
Has Frith arrived yet?
No. Now you're probably at this point. You're probably still at the library.
When I was
No.
still young within the Sambirdo clan, I was sent to war, and I fought in a battle, and in the middle of this, another clan got caught up, the Kanchiin clan. They're known as a smaller clan compared to mine, but they got caught in the middle of this fight between I forgot their name, it's been so long, but one of the numerous clans in the criminal. But I found this young warrior wounded on the field. He was no enemy of mine, but so I went and helped him. And for that, they gave me a great honor by bestowing upon me this tattoo. And I've gained favor with them in a sense. But with this came a great boon. And I wear it with pride, though I keep it hidden just so there are some among my clan who do not respect the Kenshi'in clan. But it was a very interesting battle that day, and that's when I gained my first taste of what war is and how kindness can still be given on the battlefield. And I pour another drink and go and toast again, and then drain it.
Alright.
And you never really fought real war in a real war, huh?
Oh, I have fought in many battles since, and I am much older and wiser than I was. I think I was, I think I was nearing my 100th year at that time. My first battle, but it's been millennia plus since then. But it was an interesting battle. I've learned I've improved in my martial skills, and become better suited for combat.
Then
Though the war never seemed to end.
Well, your society seems to be bound by a strong sense of honor.
Oh, honor is everything.
I wonder what happens when you fight someone who doesn't have it.
Such usually die because honor is everything. Honor to one's clan, honor to oneself, and honor to the gods. For without honor, the afterlife is very, very painful.
Oh, I agree with that wholeheartedly.
So,
Now, DM?
About round now, you would probably.
Alright, guys.
So, do you
Okay,
have any
Frith
stories?
just opens up the door and she just sees Bjorn.
Pardon
And
us?
she just. Do I see Bjorn?
Yes.
I mean,
just
the better
run
question.
up and I just get on his back.
Hello there.
Oh,
Today has been a very stressful day. We got this guy, by the way, Bjorn, meet Suki. He's part of our group now. Do not murder him. He is. Well, I have no clue what he is. Do you know what a mountain spirit is?
Nope, but I do understand some of his mythology.
Oh, that is good, because I have absolutely no idea and it's freaking me out. No offense.
Hmm.
so
Anyways, we've been talking for a little while.
yes.
Suki, this is Bjorn. He is the most amazing person in our group. He is basically like my adopted big brother, and I just give him a hug around the neck.
Bjorn, good to be finally introduced by name. I thought we were just drinking buddies, but it appears we may be more. I've joined your group.
More along the lines of the king told us to take him because he asked way too many questions.
Yes, the war chief threw me upon your group. Sorry if that is inconvenient.
Really, it's not. Ours kind of died, so we're kind of missing a member, so you make up the difference.
Yep. I'm surprised that Wizard Man survived.
I'm pretty sure he made a deal with the devil.
Oh.
And by the devil, I mean the guy that's currently destroying the Empire.
Oh, that's even. Oh. Well, at first I thought that was okay, but then. No. No thanks.
It's still okay. Actually, Legions made deals with Asmodeus before. They're fairly, in a sense,
Business partners?
thumbs up. they're to each of them, thumbs up. They both like each other in the sense of, you're a devil, you're a demon. I get you, and we don't want to fight because we have same business practices. Because Legion's the one demon that loves souls more than devils.
Have I ever seen a Goliath before, DM?
Yes, they are actually common in one of the tribes.
I'm guessing distant relative or something and such?
In a very slyest sense. They're the most common in the Kibutsu clan.
Kibutsu?
Kibutsu clan. They're the most common there.
Do I see his tattoo?
It's still up. I pushed up the sleeve so I could get a better
Insight check on the tattoo.
Drink.
Insight check on the tattoo.
The tattoo is lying to you.
Yes, the tattoo lies.
I'm still taking an insight on it, that if it's all right.
Go ahead, yeah, sure.
You insight everything when insight's not the best for anything.
Yeah. Insight, you learn that it is a tattoo of a dragon. A steam dragon, which is very rare. And mainly,
well, not in my world, it's not as true.
Yeah, in your world, and not rare at all. In this world,
well, in my world,
rare.
DM, this would be a white dragon.
Yeah. Also depends on the country, but from here, this is a steam dragon from Astrago. Mainly, they stick close to the Verdant Labyrinth and the accompanying rivers and lakes. Dangerous little creatures. As in little, I mean massive.
Well, that's quite a rare tattoo.
It is a honorable favor I gained in battle.
It's a steam dragon, isn't it?
Hey, what?
A steam dragon.
Steam Dragon World Serpent.
Well, it is a well, steam dragons are very common where I'm from. This is actually a white dragon. An honor that I was given. Ling Hun, I believe it's your turn to tell a tale.
What's there to tell? My life has been filled with a whole lot worse form of war than yours has.
Oh, I've been in war for 100 years now. I've been in many, many battles and seen many atrocities.
Okay, can I get a hint about what his race is possibly from this?
As said, he said Mountain Spirit. You have no clue what that shit is.
Okay.
This is fun.
I'm just gonna kind of slide down and maybe try to yeah, I'm just gonna pull on Bjorn's sleeve quickly and just say, Bjorn, I just need to talk to you really quickly.
I don't have a sleeve.
She pulled on your loincloth then.
I have a cape. If you want to pull on that?
Okay. She pulls on your cape and just goes, I just need to talk to you really quickly outside.
Yeah,
I
was
really
good.
don't know how to clarify it anymore. Mountain spirit is the best I can do, DM.
Yep. Well, yeah, it's everything you can't do. So yeah, there's nothing wrong with how you doing it.
You'll be right back.
I'll be
And
here.
I
just
we just go outside the door, and I just go, do you know what the heck a mountain spirit is? Or whatever can I say DM the word that he used to describe his race?
Jordan.
It is that word.
Shen Sheen.
Or what a senshi is at all, because I've been looking all day and it's not in any books, and I'm starting to think that he might be from another dimension, or from a different material plane, or just from a different dimension, period.
No clue.
I mean, our people believed in spirits before we found Asmodeus. There were mountain spirits, but he doesn't really seem to match in the description of our mythology.
Yeah, well, he calls himself, apparently he is a mountain spirit as closely as he can apparently that's what Westerners were supposed to call it, I guess. I just know that he calls himself a mountain spirit by Western means, but in whatever it is, it's like, what is the word again? Because I forgot.
Shen Sheen.
Senshi, and I'm guessing that's somewhere in Astrago, and you're from Astrago, as I know, but really, I have no clue what's happening. Zeroff has no clue what's happening. Really, the king just told us to take him away because he asks way too many questions, and he asks questions about people that I have never heard of. I don't think he even really knows where the heck he is.
Well,
I think he thought he was in the Feyland.
Well, in my mythology, mountain spirits don't have forms, so it's probably a different thing entirely.
I'd like to point out, I said, my people descend from the original.
Well, he says his people are descended from like the original, so maybe he's a spin-off, like a sub-race or something. He's like a mountain spirit descendant kind of thing, I guess. And she just starts scratching the back of her neck.
Maybe?
This is weird. I'm not used to not knowing things. This sucks. I mean, I knew a bunch about stuff about you before you even told me. I knew a bunch about Serial. Did you know she was an angel? Because I'm pretty sure she was an angel.
Yeah.
I know a bunch about frickin' Zeroff, but this guy, all I know is that he's bald.
By the way, DM, if you look into the description of what my people are, I am playing that, like, here, I'll post it, the description of the people for you.
You're good.
I am playing that up. The only thing is he shaves it.
I have no clue what he is, and it's freaking me out. I have no clue what his motives are. All I know is that he thought he was in the Feyland, and he's connected to the Weave. Not just wizard connected, because that Zeroff would have just no. He's, like, connected. He can see using the Weave, which is fairly connected. So he might be a monk, or maybe even a seer. I have no clue.
I don't know either. He claims to be a warrior.
Does he look like a warrior to you?
I
Not
am
from the Strega.
carrying a bow staff. What appears to be throwing axes, but and I'm also carrying a hold up. I'm actually looking up what they translate to real quick. Give me a sec.
Shuriken?
What
appears to be a chained sickle.
Oh, alright.
It's a comma.
Yep, commas. They're actually farming. They're originally farming implements, I'm pretty sure.
What's your opinion on him? You've been having a drink with him. All I know is that he is not knowing where he is. He doesn't even... He said something about a pharaoh when I said about the Inquisition. I don't think he even knows what an emperor is.
Well...
Oh, no, you never even said anything about an emperor, do you?
No, but you said something about the pharaoh when I said about Inquisition.
Well, he's not from Astrago, I can tell you that much.
Yeah, except he's asking for a bunch of stuff from Astrago. The first thing he asked for when he got here was Sasuke.
Saki.
Sake.
Rice
He was asking
wine?
for sake, rice wine.
Yeah, that's some pretty weak stuff.
And also, you would know that's not from where you're from in Estrigo. That is a Eastern Estrigo thing, while you're from a Western Estrigo area.
That's far from the farthest regular. But I don't remember any sort of there's warrior cultures there.
All I know is that he is a mystery. And I'm not sure if this is a good thing or a bad thing because he's going to be in our group now. And that means that we have to put up with him.
Best thing you can do is keep your eye on it. You can learn a lot from someone just by watching them.
Consider the fact that I used to be a torturer and that used to be my job.
I'm guessing there's an upper and lower version of Estringalia, DM?
No, actually, Estringalia is conquered by the Pharaoh himself, so it is all taken by him. So there's no north or south version of Estringalia.
Well, I meant like as upper or lower Egypt.
Oh yes, there is, yes, but they're pretty damn close to being the same.
Well, yeah, no, I meant there's just two different parts of it.
Yeah.
I have no clue what he is. It is freaking me out. I tried to see what he is. Remember, I know a lot of things, but I could not pick up anything on him. It's like he's not here completely.
I wouldn't be surprised if he wasn't here. Well, I don't think he is from this world.
Not completely, at least. He says he's from the material plane, but I'm starting to think he might be really lost.
You notice he's actually... One thing you probably would have picked up is he's quite serene and calm and at peace with the world.
Probably a monk. Probably. What's those weird kind of people use weapons and stuff like this?
I was thinking that's what Zeroff said, but the thing is, I didn't ask him, but I'm pretty sure he's gonna say he's not a monk. I just have this feeling. Because everything that's coming out of his mouth is not what you expect.
Well, alright. I guess we just have to keep our eye on him then.
Out of your opinion, what do you think of him? You had a pretty good opinion on me when you met me, and obviously I'm awesome. What do you think of him?
He can be trusted for now.
Is he a sinner, in your opinion?
He's honor bound, so at least there's that redeeming factor.
Do you think that it's gonna come back to bite us in the butt if we take him?
Not particularly.
Okay. Well, Cyril's dead, so we're gonna need someone who can heal. Do you know if he can heal at all, like basic medicine at least?
I don't think so.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go shopping. You keep an eye on him. Try to learn more if you can, please.
Alright.
Zeroff is locked himself in his room.
Well, that's fine. Not really.
Yeah, he'll
interested in
probably
that.
come down in a while.
Alright. Well,
And Frith goes to buy a medicine kit.
Alright. So after
Basic healing stuff, because she actually is proficient in medicine.
Alright, so after this
Good to know about the human body if you want to tear it apart.
we'll call it game.
yee. Alright. Well, I need to get to my other session now.
Also, while I'm walking, I pickpocket people, just for their spare change.
Alright.
Nice.
When we reach 11th level, DM, I think we're multi-class into monk.
Alright.
The way because
5
I'm
gold.
guessing the way it works
I need to
is
go.
that key will be added to my key pool. The way I see it, DM, because monk and both Kensei and monk gain key Like you have one key at first level and so on and so forth.
I'm gonna say it's probably separate. I'm gonna say separate key pools because they use key for different reasons.
It's still the same key though. It's inner energy. It's the same thing. That's what I mean.
No.
Anyway, yeah, Frith pickpockets people for their spare change as he walks to the local store for a medicine kit.
So
The key is key, dude.
Just
What's the
roll.
difference between key?
B, I'm
Roll a
gonna
sleight of
say
hand.
separate mainly because it'll be really OP giving first level and gaining that much key. Because in my eyes, it's just kind of oof. You gain 5
First
gold
level,
pieces.
no, I wouldn't get it until second level. I wouldn't get a. I gained 2 key points at second level from monk. But the thing is, DM.
How about
With
he does
that-
not gain any key point from being a monk? He just gains it from his first level.
Well, no, that's
Then
kind
I
of
from
would
his
weird.
first
get 10 key points for until level 20, which isn't cool.
That's why I say separate key point and separate pools, just because.
May I argue against this? Give my reason.
No.
Can you
Yes.
argue about this in chat and not in voice?
Well, the reason I say this, DM, is because that with it, it's still the same thing, pools. But the big thing is, the reason I'm saying I probably they merge is well, they are the same energy as a whole, but also because yeah, I'll have a lot of key, but I already can do maneuvers with those key. All it would do is add, oh, here's a couple more options to what you can do with key.
I'm still gonna
Can you
say
argue about
no.
their?
But also,
Can you
yes,
argue about this later, please?
you purchase the healer's kit. Easy.
And how much? How much did I?
5 gold. You gained
5 gold?
5 from stealing, and it'll cost 5 gold for the healers, so you
Okay.
you make good on that. But we will end the session here too.
Please, okay, DM. I just want to
No.
talk to you
No.
about.
Now,
I'm
separate
only
key
going
pools.
3 levels into key, so all I get is flurry of blows, which are unarmed strikes, by the way. It's
I
not
know.
using like. Well, actually, yeah. And then there's patient defense, which allows me to take the dodge action as a bonus action, which I actually already get from. I believe it would be. Hold up, I'm looking for which one it exactly is.
I know, but I'm just gonna say it in the sense. I'm gonna say no. It's okay to have separate
Okay.
key pools.
Bye, guys.
Toodaloo. End session.
Why?